All right, let's get this going. Fallout New Vegas. Paulson, the Lone Rider, featuring Molerat. Had to say a little prayer before I started this because this game is. Oh man. It can be buggy. AF. I think we're pretty. If you're watching this, you're pretty familiar with the intro, right? I don't need to give myself a copyright restriction or anything, just so. You're a courier. You got pewed in the head. Pow pow.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Yeehaw, partner.
Sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end?
All right, here's where I'm lacking because I don't know Paulson's attributes off the top of my head.
Now. It ain't a race.
I'm gonna have to take it slow. Paulson. Special.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
All right, check it. Let's look at his stats. Six. He either has an 8 or 9 in perception, 5 endurance, either 4 or 5 charisma, 3 intelligence, which makes sense. Alright, he has 6 agility all around. He has 5. Okay. So let's give him more. Maybe we could give him luck. Give him the old 6-7.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping. What do do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Alright, let's answer these as Paulson would.
All right.
Hey, Logan, what's up?
I'm going to say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Shelter. Oh, okay. Campfire.
Enemy.
Swiss cheese.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Regret.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I agree with that.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly agree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
A shadow in a door frame.
Okay. How about this one?
It's some piece of space age technology.
Last one.
A lot in the darkness.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alright, so his tag skills are sneak. Where's Gans? And boom.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay. Built to destroy. And skilled. I think that fits his unique situation because, like, he was a Wild West cowboy from the 1800s. So he's skilled, but he has no idea what he's doing in the world that he's in. With robots. And mutants.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
The last time I played this, I tried it with the Fallout character overhaul because I really wanted to gas that up because I like the way it looks, but it is too buggy. That was the contrarian in me thinking I could get that to work without some heavy work editing.
All you had on you when you
Excuse
got
me.
in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
You're alive? I mean, gee, that was quick. Doc said you'd be out for at least a week. Didn't expect you to be upright so soon, though. Glad to have you back. Really, I don't know what I'd do without you.
You alright?
Well, sheesh, Chief, I am now. Almost got to thinking you wouldn't wake up. I'd be leaving Good Springs without you. Nothing could keep us down, right? Not even bullets. Just like the Unstoppables. You bet.
Do you know anything about the man who shot me?
One of the great cons, or at least he runs with them. Some high rollers, what I heard. Maybe ask around town.
And where were you that night?
Well, you sent me into town for supplies. You don't remember that? You said you were going to set up camp, but when I got back, you weren't there. I thought you'd split.
Well, time to hit the road.
Need another gun hand, huh? I'm all yours.
Molerat has given you the happy camper perk.
Your gear. I had a buddy that was from a vault. Wonder what he's up to.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Do you know who those men were who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Goodbye.
Happy trails.
Alright, let's go to our little safe house, where we should be able to find our outfit. I don't know what mod does this, but it's really cool. It's like immersive equipment displays, but for New Vegas. You on your way more? Alright. I don't want to wear this jumpsuit for much longer. Bunch of hunters out here. Alright. I was really worried that that wouldn't work for whatever reason. And now, I feel better. This gizmo has a light attached to it. I remember that fella from the Dwalt in the spaceship. Press this little button on the gadget. His looked a little newer though. There we go. Right where we want to be. Okay.
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, where you, as a listener, get to hear interesting views from all areas of life. Thanks for being on this show, Father Elijah.
Thanks for having me on.
Now, Father Elijah is calling in from the Sierra Madre and can't be directly on site. Before the show, you told me your plan for using the Sierra Madre to wipe the slate clean. Your plan sounds like it has enormous potential, but I'm curious. There are definitely large moral and ethical dilemmas with your plan. I want to hear you out for once. However, how do you plan on grappling with these dilemmas in your pursuit of a new civilization?
The moral question, to me, it is clear. We are living in a world destroyed by humanity's folly. I believe the end justifies the means in this situation.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
You know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seems to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Goodbye.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
The collars, they are a tool of control, but also a guarantee of safety and survival.
I see you want to bring people together temporarily, but isn't there something deeply troubling about the idea?
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Freedom is a luxury, one we can no longer afford in our world. The road to recovery is steep, Joe, and for some, a firm hand to guide them is necessary.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you.
It is a risk.
Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Defenses are formidable. Holographic security
Catch me outside. How about that?
It's not easy to conquer. I'm one of the few who understand it well enough to truly harness its capabilities. I will use it responsibly to bring about a new era for humanity. We will rise from the ashes,
Howdy.
stronger, unified.
Now, before the the show, Elijah, you made it pretty clear you have a large disdain for the NCR. What are your views on them? What are your specific complaints about their empire?
Yes, the new California Republic, so-called bearers of civilization in the wasteland. You see, Joe, my disdain
see
for
the
them is
sarsaparilla
based
bottles
on
on
their
the fence
hubris,
there?
their short-sightedness.
Take this and
They
try to hit a
aspire
couple
to
of them.
rebuild an old world that led to its own destruction. They try to impose order and bureaucracy where flexibility and innovation are used.
Some might argue that they're just trying to bring some semblance of normality back
Nice shot.
to the world.
Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Alright, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
The same old story of humanity's hubris.
So if I understand correctly, your main issue is their lack of foresight and their repetition of the same mistakes.
Precisely, Joe. The world has changed. We cannot return to the old ways. We need new methods, new structures, new thinking. That's why the Sierra Madre technology is so crucial. It provides the tools to build a new kind of society, one built on self-sufficiency, security, and unity.
And you believe that people should be forced into this new society for their own good?
I believe, Joe, that sometimes people don't know what's best for them. They need guidance. They need order. In this brutal world, those who can't adapt die. It's harsh, yes, but it's the reality. I simply offer a means to adapt, to survive, and perhaps to flourish once again.
Well, that's certainly a provocative take, Father Elijah. It's a very ends justify the means approach. It's a fascinating discussion, and I appreciate your perspective, even if it's controversial. There's no easy answers in a post-apocalyptic world. Speaking of the world, I've heard tales of your various travels, especially from a certain courier across the
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out.
the one that woke up in Good Springs pretty recently. One tale I
Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else.
like the plague.
Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
A desolate place, but teeming with the echoes of the past. Scientific marvels, technological relics, but also a stark reminder of the destruction that our obsession with progress
Okay,
led to.
you're on.
Yeah,
Go give 'em hell.
it seems like a haunting place, a graveyard of the old world. But you're one of the few who ventured into that dangerous terrain. What did you discover?
In the Big Empty, I found remnants of advanced technologies, remnants of a world that once was. The Think Tank, a group of pre-war scientists transformed into sentient brains, trapped in a perpetual cycle of experimentation. It's fascinating and terrifying at the same time.
Terrifying indeed. So, how did those discoveries
The Big Empty is a testament to mankind's struggle, a monument of mistakes, but it also houses keys to our redemption. From the wreckage, I managed to salvage technologies that could be harnessed for the betterment of humanity. But it also reaffirmed my belief that we must tread carefully, lest we repeat the errors of
See?
our past.
You're getting the hang of it.
fine line between
There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
continues?
Sure, I'm in.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us.
We just need to listen, learn,
Come with me.
and not repeat the same song of destruction.
Now, something our listeners might want to know about is your experience with being an elder for the Brotherhood of Steel. How did you first occupy Helios 1? How did you lose it to the NCR? What's with the Brotherhood now?
Indeed, I was an elder. Helios 1. It was an old world facility, a solar power plant of immense capacity. I saw its potential, the energy it could provide, the power it could give the Brotherhood. We occupied it with the intent to harness its power, to fuel our efforts and strengthen our presence in the wasteland. As for the NCR, they were expanding, reaching out for every resource they could grasp. We were outnumbered, outgunned. Despite our technological superiority, we were not prepared for a full-scale assault. In the end, I ordered a retreat to save my brethren from a total wipeout.
That must have been a heavy decision to make. I'd have thought that your objective in Helios 1 was to protect the technology, rather than to secure it for power.
It was, Joe. But as a leader, you're faced with tough choices. You have to weigh the survival of your people
Holy
against your
moly.
goals. Your
you hadn't come here like you've done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, and here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
After the loss of Helios 1, they retreated, regrouped. They're still out there, somewhere in the wasteland, clinging to their mission of preserving old world technology. I can feel it, but I fear they may be losing sight of the broader picture without me. Technology.
Now that was some good work.
Not a god to be
Even got a
worshipped,
little exciting there at the end.
used, adapted.
Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking. Hey there.
Hey there, listeners of the Joe Rogan Experience. This one's coming straight from the scorched belly of the Mojave Wasteland. Have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, you need a change in pace from that dreary scavenging life? Do you enjoy the thrill of bartering with rad scorpions and the challenge of haggling with ghoul merchants? Then, folks, have I got a job for you. The Happy Trails Caravan Company is recruiting. Yes, the one and only legendary caravan that's outlasted the nuclear fallout and still mostly outpaces the competition as part of their dynamic trading team.
That's a bit
will
weird,
enjoy
but okay.
all the thrills of the wasteland without the hassle of fending off white legs. Well, most of the time. Your
Alright,
trusty
so we
Ron
gotta
and
get to
your
the
wagon
schoolhouse
your
and
home
find the
wheels,
brock flower.
carrying all the essentials from wasteland water to sunset sarsaparilla. Imagine it, cruising under the scorching Mojave sun, sipping on that ice-cold sarsaparilla, while your radio plays the smooth tunes of Mr. Newvegas. Ah, ain't that a slice of heaven? But remember, folks, being a part of the Happy Trails Caravan isn't just about earning those shiny caps you need for Fisto. It's about bringing communities together, supplying folks with that rare Mojave survival kit they need to brave the next rad storm or that sweet Atomic Wranglers limited edition deck of cards they've been searching for. It's about connecting the Brotherhood of Steel with the NCR military, the top casino with an atomic weapon, the dance of trade that makes the wasteland spin. And hey, don't stop, remember this, in the wasteland, traders are the real heroes. After all, who do you think brings you the stim packs for your spear wounds? Now that I say it, people should stop trying to sell the Legion drugs. So sign up with the Happy Trails Caravan Company today. Live a life of adventure, meet fascinating people, and probably get robbed by them. And if you act now, they're throwing in a free box of Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Wasteland's favorite drink, with a surprise star cap and some boxes. Big thanks to the Happy Trails Caravan Company for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience, the only podcast that dares to broadcast from an undisclosed bunker location in the Mojave Wasteland. What? No, Jamie, I'm not going to tell them where we are. Yes, I know it would be good for ratings, but it'd also be good for getting us blown up. Sheesh, the things you have to put up with. Hey, are we still on air? Shit. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have an extraordinary guest, Ulysses, formerly affiliated with Caesar's Legion and currently residing in Imagine, for our listeners who may not know, can you explain and the divide apart?
But Caesar's legions is a tribe that merged itself into a nation by the hand of Caesar, a man who took the history of Rome as his blueprint.
Good work, Molerat.
A home I made for myself out of the legion.
Fascinating. So, you've been a part of this legion. What was that like?
It was a culture of strength, unity, obedience. But it had its faults. It chose to ignore the value of the individual, made a man less than a man, a cog in the machine.
That's a very profound way of looking at it. Do you think there's any comparison to be made with how society is structured in our world today?
The world you know, it's different, but not so different. People cling to structure.
Right. Sweet.
Order. Sometimes they forget themselves in the process.
That's true. There's a
Anything
lot of
over here
people
we can.
who lose themselves
Salvage.
in the systems they're part of. To me, those familiar elements could be work, government, or social media. In some
No,
ways,
I've been
it feels
thinking,
like we're
you
all
and
part of
me,
something
we're like
huge, trying
superheroes.
to make sense of the
Yeah,
world.
I'd be the rat, and you could be Dead Hand, my sidekick.
I'm not sure Dead Hand suits me. I'm more of a Lone Star.
Lone Star, huh? Not too shabby.
Molerat has given you one half of his collectible Captain Cosmos radio transceiver set. Use your star signal to summon your sidekick from anywhere in the galaxy. Fusion batteries not included.
Sometimes they're reminders of what we've lost. Sometimes warnings of the path not to tread. The flag of the
Where did you get a name like Molerat?
I could have sworn I told you all that before. I don't know. You've seen the mole rats out here in the West, right? Big chompers, bad attitude. One time, this wild dog wandered into our camp with me and the other boys, and he tried to bite me.
those who forget the past.
So I tried to bite him right back. And then after that, they started calling me mole rat. Big chompers, bad attitude.
Those yet to be tried.
Why did you leave your old camp?
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
Alright, let's keep moving.
In your current life in the divide.
They remind me of the roads I walked, the mistakes made, and the lessons learned. Like the old world flag on my back, it's a burden, a responsibility to remember, to strive for a better path. The divide is a harsh place, a symbol of
Just for the sake of policy reasons, I must emphasize that this is not real Joe Rogan, but an AI Joe Rogan, if that wasn't readily apparent. There you go.
It's up to us to
Again,
decipher them, learn
strictly for policy reasons.
as I see it.
I am disclosing to that. I am disclosing that to you
Acknowledging and learning
verbally.
from the past, while also striving for a better future. It's a balance that we all should strive for. Now let's move on to another topic. I know that you used to be close with Caesar, who was another guest on our show. How would you describe him?
Caesar, he's a man of vision, of strength. He saw the tribes of the wasteland and saw potential, a nation. But he's also a man of paradoxes. He carries an old world book, speaks old world words, but condemns the old world. He claims to despise its weakness, but he's a part of it.
Your last rodeo.
That's a very nuanced take. It sounds like
Filled with paradox. The challenge is seeing them, acknowledging them. Caesar, he's blind to his own contradictions. That's his failing, his weakness.
So, in a sense, his greatest strength, his conviction, his vision, could also be seen as his greatest weakness because it blinds him to these paradoxes, to the complexity of the world.
Yes, vision, they're vital. Self-awareness. The day you believe you have nothing left to learn, that's the day you've lost. Whether you're a man, a tribe, a nation.
I like that quote. The day you believe you have nothing else to learn, you've lost.
What you're saying, no matter how much we achieve, there's always more to learn, always more complexity to unravel. You've also been in Utah and the region surrounding New Canaan. What is your experience there, especially with the White Legs?
The Big Empty. It's a place of old ghosts, of forgotten science. Dangerous, but full of lessons. If you're willing to learn, Utah and New Canaan, they're different. Green, alive, even with the scars of the old world. They've been shaped by the tribes there. The White Legs among them.
The White Legs, they're a pretty notorious tribe, right?
Yes, notorious is one way to describe them. The White Legs, they're a tribe consumed by a hunger for power, for conquest. They tried to earn Caesar's favor by burning New Canaan, destroying something beautiful for the sake of ambition. I taught them, gave them tools, not knowing the ends they'd use them for. It's a mistake I carry with me.
That sounds like a heavy burden, Ulysses. But it's also a very human one. We all have actions, decisions that we regret. The important thing is learning from those experiences and using that knowledge to make better decisions moving forward.
That's the hope, Joe. To learn, to grow. We all walk our own roads, make our own mistakes. What matters is what we take from those journeys, the lessons we learn. That's what shapes us, defines us. That's what I've tried to do since Utah, since the White Legs. I carry the past with me, but I don't let it rule me.
That's a very powerful perspective. Ulysses, I think there's a lot we can all learn from that. Thanks for sharing.
The journey here, it was worth it. To share, to learn, that's the way forward for all of us. Thanks for having me, Joe.
Keeping up, Molerat. This is probably my favorite companion mod. Like he really fits in. They really did a good job integrating him into the lore.
With a shout out to our main sponsor, the one, the only, the Kings. Located in Freeside, just a hop, skip, and a jump over a pack of feral ghouls from the Newvegas Strip, the Kings are where it's at. It's not just a cult and a bunch of lookalikes, folks. It's now a veritable oasis of entertainment and recruitment in this sun-scorched hellhole we all call home. So what can you expect at the Kings? Well, first off, there is a stage with one singer on it if you manage to get past that asshole pacer. If you're lucky enough to get to the stage, you can find the king and promptly take his dog. Optionally, you can also do some favors for him, including figuring out why the NCR likes to massacre civilians. But let's not forget the king's crowning glory, its favors. For those of you committed to the king, this for you. Swap your diplomatic talks in exchange for favors, including caps, creating peace, or best of all, a counterfeit passport. All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks to the Kings for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember, folks, life in the wasteland is tough, but it's always a party at the Kings. Now, Jamie, where's that psycho we had here earlier? We need to make sure we have enough drugs for the next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from the Mojave Wasteland. His name is Benny, and he is a tribal chairman representing one of the 4 families that rule over the post-apocalyptic desert.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Benny, I know you're a big shot in the Vegas Strip. You own one of the hottest casinos, the Tops. What's it like running that kind of operation in the post-apocalyptic world?
Joey, my man, you're asking all the right questions. The Tops, baby, it's not just a casino, it's a lifestyle. It's the neon light.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, this'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
We've got ghouls playing blackjack, super mutants sipping martinis. Ain't that a sight, huh? It's all about spreading the love, Joey. The Tops.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi. Howdy.
Never fold until I know who's dealing. The top stays neutral, baby. It's all about maintaining the peace and keeping the caps flowing. Politics, just a high-stakes game that happens between the spins of the roulette wheel. That's all.
Benny, that's a perspective you don't hear every day. This balance you're striking, it seems pretty tough. Does it ever worry you, Benny?
Joey, in this business, if you ain't a little worried, you're either fooling yourself or you're a fool.
Raw.
Worry, that's just another word for being prepared. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your piece at your side, and your hand on the chips. And you'll always be ready to roll with whatever comes your way. Okay, enough of that gloomy talk. Let's put on a record, pour a drink, and let the good times roll. After all, we're in Vegas, baby.
Fair enough, Benny. Now let's dive into something different. I've heard tales about these creatures called death claws. Are they really as terrifying as people make them out to be?
Oh, Joey, you're talking about the boogeymen of the Mojave. Death claws. They're like if nightmares had nightmares. Imagine, if you will, a reptile that's taller than a Yao Guai, with claws that can tear through power armor like it's a pre-war suit. You hear that heavy breathing behind you in the wastes? That ain't no sandstorm, that's a death claw.
Jesus, Sounds like the worst kind of monster movie come to life. Now, you're a man of style, Benny. That checkered suit, it's iconic. How do you manage to stay so well dressed in a world like this?
Well, Joe, here's the thing. In a world where everything's gone to the dogs, style is the one thing you can control. It's a statement, baby. It's about saying, I'm here, I'm alive, and I've still got it. With a checkered suit, it's not just fabric. It's a philosophy. It's a way of life. You've got to dress like you're the biggest player
I'm
at the
done
table,
being
even when
nice.
the chips are down.
If you don't hand Ringo over soon,
It's a
I'm
cool
gonna
way
get
of
my
putting it.
friends and we're
So,
burning
Benny,
this
have you
town
ever
to
thought
the
about what's
ground.
next?
Got
Any
it?
plans beyond running the
We'll keep
tops?
that in mind.
Now that's a
Now,
good
if you're not
question,
gonna
Joe.
buy something,
There's always
get
a new
out.
game to play, a new score to settle.
What the hell is your problem?
Spinning, even when it seems like it's stuck in the mud. Vegas. She's a dame with a lot of potential, and I aim to see her shine. Who knows, baby? Maybe one day there'll be more tops lighting up the waist, bringing a bit of that old world charm to every community.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
That guy looked mad. Something going on?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged in the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
It's odd that Cobb wasn't able to find Ringo. The town's not that big.
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true.
Where is Ringo
He's holed
now?
up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Never mind. I want to talk about something else.
Alright.
Who's that big robot thing that saved me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Yeah.
Fine by me. Be careful out there.
Goodbye.
Howdy.
Alright, let's go see if we can help this town. Help these people out. They help me, I'll help
Welcome
them.
back, folks. It's time for a quick intermission, and I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about one of my favorite places to stay and play when I'm in Las Vegas, the Tops Casino.
Hey there, need anything?
Yeah, let me see your wares.
Sure, here's what I got.
It's got it all. From the moment you step through the doors, you're greeted with the excitement and energy that only Vegas can provide. The slot machines are ringing, the dealers are dealing, and the drinks are flowing. But what really sets the Tops apart is their commitment to customer service. The staff is always friendly and helpful. Whether you're a seasoned gambler, a first-timer, just looking to try your luck, or someone who has
Future is
unfinished
weird.
business to deal with. And the amenities are top-notch, luxurious rooms, delicious restaurants, and even a world-class spa.
Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Long night at the table. So if you're planning a trip to Sin City anytime soon, do yourself a favor and check out the Tops Casino. Trust me, you won't be disappointed.
That's close enough. Who are you? And what do you want with me?
Today, we have a very
you're gonna shoot, you better not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of caravan? You know how to play?
Did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight.
Why are these powder gangers out to get you?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in Newvegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figured their friends were out for revenge.
And what are you gonna do about the powder gangers?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
You need a hired gun. I'm available.
All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this, and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word.
You'll have to do. What now?
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board.
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
If the burned man were real, he would be a man of great strength and courage, a warrior without fear or remorse. He would have been burned alive, a punishment for his failures, but he survived and rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever before.
That's quite a story. Do you think the Burn Man will play a role in the second battle of Hoover Dam?
I cannot say for certain. The burned man is a myth, Joe. He is not real. But if he were, I suppose he could be a powerful asset in battle.
I understand. Well, whether the Burn Man is real or not, your legion seems to be a force to be reckoned with.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I'm gonna help Ringo take on the powder gangers, and I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Just like that.
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us, so if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Alright.
I'll be waiting.
He understands the importance of discipline and strategy. Lanius is a valuable
Howdy.
asset to the Legion.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
You should help me take down the powder gang. Bullets, explosion, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
What do you think about Mr. House and what he's done so far?
Be careful out there.
I have an itch that one courier who was shot in Good Springs had something to do with it.
House is a clever man, Joe. He has survived in the Mojave wasteland for longer than most, and he has amassed a great deal of power and wealth. But his obsession with technology and his isolationism are weaknesses. He cannot see the bigger picture, the need for a united and disciplined society. And as for the courier, well, I cannot say for certain, but it's clear that House had enemies, and it's possible that the courier was one of them.
I've heard some wild stories about House and his plans for New Vegas. What do you think his ultimate goal is?
House's ultimate goal is power, Joe. He wants to control the
There we go.
resources, to be the ruler of an independent city-state. But he underestimates the importance of ideology and culture. Without a strong foundation, his rule will be weak and short-lived. The Legion, on the other hand,
Whether or not this is meta or effective, I don't care. He's gonna have rapid reload. He's a fucking cowboy.
one that will last for generations.
It's quite a pitch, Caesar.
Arguably, we could do Lady Killer, but like, I don't know. I think he's too wrapped up in his deceased wife to like try to rizz up other women. Especially with Molerat right next to him, hanging out with him, being his sidekick. And Molerat reminds him of his son, so his son's gonna remind him of. Yeah, he's not, and he's definitely not gonna swing this. He's not doing that.
The NCR has no vision, no discipline, and no strength.
Yeah, we're going rapid reload.
And their defeat is inevitable.
We're not going
That's a strong stance,
broke back pulsing.
But do you think there's any hope for a peaceful resolution between your Legion and the NCR? Or is war the only answer?
War is always the last resort, Joe. But the NCR
Howdy.
I hear you got dynamite. It would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Only kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
I'm familiar with the care and handling of explosives, dynamite included.
Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Goodbye.
Yep.
We are a disciplined
All right.
and we have already won
Absolutely.
against the NCR.
Sí.
Disorganized and poorly led
También.
soldiers lack the courage and the
Absolutamente.
The second battle of Hoover Dam will be a turning point in the conflict, Joe. The Legion will emerge victorious, and the NCR.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Show me what you got for sale.
Can do.
Let's take a gander.
Alright, folks, it's time for another quick break, and this time I want to talk to you about a company that's been a mainstay in the Mojave Wasteland for years. I'm talking about the Crimson Caravan, the premier trading company in the region.
Make me feel like I'm at home again.
Joe, why are you talking about a caravan company? What's so special about that? Well, let me tell you, folks. The Crimson Caravan is more than just a group of traders. They're a network of skilled merchants who are dedicated to bringing goods and supplies to every corner of the Mojave. Whether you're a traveler in need of supplies, a settlement in need of provisions, or a business owner looking to expand your inventory, the Crimson Caravan has you covered. They've got a huge selection of weapons, armor, food, and other essentials, all at competitive prices. And the best part is they're always looking for new business partners. So if you're a local vendor or a business owner looking to expand your market, the Crimson Caravan is the perfect partner for you. They'll help you get your goods to new customers, and they'll even offer you special discounts on their own products. So whether you're a customer or a business owner, the Crimson Caravan is the company you want to do business with in the Mojave.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, so I need supplies to fight the powder
Now
gangers.
just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Let them take over the town then. I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand. Take it easy now.
Background and how you've managed to survive all these years.
Certainly, Joe. I was born in 2020, and I've always had a keen interest in science and technology. In the 21st century, I became one of the wealthiest people in the world
come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
The town is going to be attacked by bandits. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
One of the most fascinating things about your story, Mr. House, is how
You take care now.
to live for over 200 years. Can you tell us more about the technology that allowed you to survive?
Of course, Joe. As I mentioned earlier, I was always interested in science and technology, and I had access to some of the most advanced equipment and knowledge of the time. When I realized that the Great War was imminent, I knew I had to take drastic measures to ensure my survival. So I poured all my resources into creating a self-sustaining underground facility known as the Lucky 38.
That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Let's go.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
That's incredible. It's amazing how technology has allowed you to overcome the limitations of the human body and live for centuries. I can only imagine the possibilities this kind of technology could have for humanity in the future.
Indeed, Joe. The potential for technological advancements is limitless, and as long as I'm alive, I will continue to use my knowledge and resources to advance the cause of science and technology.
Let's talk more about your work in New Vegas, Mr. House. The city has become a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Can you tell us more about what you did to save the city and establish stability? Establish such a functional society in the midst of all this chaos. What would you say has been your biggest challenge in running New Vegas?
The biggest challenge has been dealing with the various factions that exist in the wasteland, where I've had to navigate complex political relationships, especially with the NCR, and make tough decisions to maintain the stability of the city.
It's truly impressive. You've managed to build a thriving society in a world that was once thought to be uninhabitable. Let's shift gears and talk about the news of NCR.
I don't know. Something just happened there, and everybody started attacking me.
Technology has allowed you to overcome the limitations of the human
That was such a cool gunfight too. It's a shame that it ended in glitch.
I can only imagine the possibilities this kind of technology could have for humanity in the future.
Indeed, Joe. The potential for technological advancements is limitless, and as long as I'm alive, I will continue to use my knowledge and resources to advance the cause of science and technology.
Let's talk more about your work in New Vegas, Mr. House. The city has become a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Can you tell us more about what you did to save the city and establish stability?
Okay.
Robots which were designed to enforce my laws and protect the citizens of New Vegas. I also established
huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
I've had to navigate complex political relationships, especially with the NCR, and make tough decisions to maintain the stability of the city. But overall, I'm proud of what I've accomplished in New Vegas.
It's truly impressive, Mr. House. You have managed to build a thriving society in a world that was once thought to be uninhabitable. I'm sure our listeners are inspired by your story and your vision for the future. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about the new California Republic, NCR. Mr. House, they're a powerful faction that's been vying for control of the Mojave Wasteland. What are your thoughts on the NCR and their goals?
Well, Joe, the NCR is certainly a formidable force in the wasteland. They've managed to establish a functioning government and maintain a level of stability in their territories. However, I disagree with their approach to governance and their reliance on outdated political systems.
Can you elaborate on that?
Of course, the NCR is a democratic republic, which means that they rely on the whims of the people to make decisions. This can lead to slow decision-making and a lack of long-term planning. I believe that a strong, visionary leader like myself is better equipped to make the tough decisions necessary for the survival and advancement of our society.
That's a bold claim, Mr. House. Do you think that your approach is better suited to the challenges of the wasteland?
Absolutely, Joe. The wasteland is a dangerous and unpredictable place, and it requires a leader who can make tough decisions quickly and efficiently. The NCR's democratic system is simply not equipped to handle the challenges we face. That's why I believe that New Vegas is the best hope for the future of humanity. I'm a busy man.
So we can sleep here now, right?
That's okay?
Yeah.
It's certainly a controversial viewpoint, Mr. House. I'm sure there are those who disagree with you. But there's no denying that your vision and your leadership have brought about significant changes to the Mojave Wasteland. Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
Wow. Irradiated whiskey.
While we wait for our next guest, we're going to take a quick break from the conversation to talk about one of our sponsors. And this one is really special because it's a product that's exclusive to Mojave Wasteland. I'm talking about wasteland water.
Back again. What now?
Now I know what you're thinking. Joe,
I don't know what's with that. There's some sort of glitch here.
folks out here in the wasteland,
I didn't play test this as much as I should have.
Real challenge. That's where wasteland water comes in. They use state-of-the-art filtration technology to purify every drop of water they collect, so you can be sure that you're drinking something that's not going to make you sick. And let me tell you, folks, this water tastes amazing. It's crisp and refreshing, and it'll quench your thirst like nothing else. So, if you're traveling through the Mojave and you need something to drink, look for the Wasteland Water logo. You won't regret it. And the best part is, they're offering a special discount code just for my listeners. Use the code JOEDUDE281 at checkout for 10% off your first purchase. That's JOEDUDE2281 at checkout for 10% off your first purchase of Wasteland Water. Don't wait, folks. Get your hands on the best water in the Mojave Wasteland today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today, we have a very special guest joining us.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future.
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is a town with a roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Until next time.
I was burned alive and thrown down the Grand Canyon. Left for dead.
Instructions. Deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent of the recipient will meet you at the checkpoint. Take possession of the package and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus on completion, 250 caps. Manifest, this package contains one oversized poker chip composed of platinum. Contract penalties. You are an authorized agent of the Mojave Express. Package until you are an authorized agent of the Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment has been processed. Contractually obligated to complete this transaction and materially responsible for any malfeasance or loss. Failure to deliver to the proper recipient may result in forfeiture of your advance and bonus, criminal charges, and or pursuit by mercenary reclamation teams. The Mojave Express is not responsible for any injury or loss of life you experience as a result of said reclamation efforts. That's a...
It sounds like you've been through a lot, Joshua, but you've also found a way to make a positive impact on the world. Do you have any advice for people who are struggling to find their own purpose?
Yes, Joe. My advice would be to never give up hope and seek God. No matter how dark things may seem, there's always a way to turn things around. Find something that you're passionate about and throw yourself into it. God is but one path, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. We're all God's children and can accomplish great things together.
That's great advice, Joshua. Now, you mentioned earlier that you were a high-ranking member of Caesar's Legion. I'm sure our listeners are curious about one of the most notorious figures in the Legion, Legate Lenius. What can you tell us about it?
Ah, yes. Legate Lenius. He's a brutal warrior who's feared and respected by many in the Legion. He's a master of hand-to-hand combat and a skilled strategist. But he's also a man who's been consumed by dangerous foe.
Yeah. Take that, puppers.
No, he's not. Lanius is a force to be reckoned with. But I also know that he's not invisible. Lanius is no exception. If someone were to exploit those weaknesses, they might have a chance of defeating him.
Let's turn things around a bit and talk about herbal medicine. I've tried some healing powder.
Oh no. Alright, let's reboot the game. Hopefully we don't have to go back too far. Damn it. Alright, so it lasted an hour and then it crashed. I remember one time I got this running for like 10 hours straight with no crashes. One time I had a crash that was so bad, like I had to like stop stream because it just completely froze the computer. I couldn't like task manager out of it or anything. It was terrible.
Advice for people who are struggling to find their own purpose?
Yes, Joe. My advice would be to never give up hope and seek God. No matter how dark things may seem, there's always a way to turn things around. Find something that you're passionate about and throw yourself into it. God is but one path, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. We're all God's children and can accomplish great things together.
That's great advice, Joshua. Now, you mentioned earlier that you were a high-ranking member of Caesar's Legion. I'm sure our listeners are curious about one of the most notorious figures in the Legion, Legate Lenius. What can you tell us about him?
Ah, yes. Legate Lenius. He's a brutal warrior who's feared and respected by many in the Legion. He's a master of hand-to-hand combat and a skilled strategist. But he's also a man who's been consumed by his own
sounds like he's not someone you want to mess with.
No, he's not. Lanius is a force to be reckoned with. But I also know that he's not invincible. Every man has his weaknesses, and Lanius is no exception. If someone were to exploit those weaknesses, they might have a chance of defeating him.
Let's turn things around a bit and talk about herbal medicine. I've tried some healing powder, and that shit is the bomb. What can you tell us about natural medicine?
Natural medicine has been used for thousands of years to treat all kinds of ailments. The best part is that it doesn't rely on technology, which is ultimately good. There's also a certain psychedelic element to it, but I've only heard about it from recruit legionaries.
Some drug use for hidden.
Yes, but to be honest, some of us don't give a shit.
That's fascinating. What are some examples of natural remedies that you
Well, one of my favorites is yarrow. It's a plant that's been used for centuries to stop bleeding and promote healing. I've also used willow bark, which contains a natural form of aspirin, to relieve pain and reduce inflammation. Or there's sleeping powder, which is made from a combination of plants and minerals, and has a wide range of uses.
That's amazing. Have you ever done mushrooms?
Ha 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 ha. No, Joe, I haven't. As a former member of Caesar's Legion, drug use was strictly forbidden. Plus, I've always been more focused on achieving a higher state of consciousness through spiritual and meditative practices.
I hear you, but, you know, some people claim that psychedelic experiences can lead to profound spiritual insights.
Yes, I've heard that as well. And I'm certainly not here to judge anyone's experiences. But for me personally, I prefer to rely on my own inner resources to achieve a higher state of consciousness.
That's totally understandable, and it's great that you have found a path that works for you. Thanks for sharing your perspective, Joshua.
You're welcome, Joe. It's been a pleasure.
All citizens of the New California Republic, are you looking for a way to make a real difference in the world, to protect your home,
Yeehaw.
your family, and your way of life? Then the NCR military is looking for you. As a member of the NCR military, you'll be part of the most powerful and respected military force in the wasteland. You'll receive the best training, equipment, and support to ensure that you're always at the top of your game. But being part of the NCR military is more than just a job. It's a calling. It's a chance to make a real difference in the world, to stand up for what's right and just, and to fight for a brighter future. So, if you're ready to step up and be part of something bigger than yourself, if you're ready to serve your country with honor and distinction,
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
enlist today and be part of the legacy of heroes who have defended the NCR for generations. Remember, the NCR military, defending our way of life, no matter the cost. A huge thanks to the wonderful folks at the NCR.
I can take care of myself.
It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Experience. The New California Republic's
Yeah.
#1 podcaster. Hey, Jamie, can you cut that part where I almost thanked the NCR's propaganda office? Wait, what do you mean we're still broadcasting live? Oh, fuck. This jet mixed with rad scorpion venom has got me hallucinating again. Jamie, help. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today, we have a very special guest, General Lee Oliver, Military General of the New California Republic. General, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Joe. It's an honor to be here.
So, General Oliver, can you tell us a little bit about the New California Republic and your role in it?
The New California Republic is a democratic federation that was formed from the ruins of the old world. Our goal in my quest are to restore order and rebuild civilization in the wasteland. I believe myself to be the effective leader of NCR military operations in the Mojave wasteland.
That sounds like a pretty big responsibility. What kind of challenges do you face in the Mojave wasteland?
Well, the Mojave wasteland is a hostile environment, to say the least. We have to deal with raiders, mutants, and other dangerous creatures on a daily basis. Plus, there are other factions in the area that don't exactly see eye to eye with us.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be a tricky situation. How does the NCR deal with these other factions?
We try to maintain a peaceful relationship with other factions whenever possible. but we're not afraid to use force if necessary. Our primary goal is to protect the citizens of the NCR and establish a stable government in the region.
I see. So, what kind of progress has the NCR made in the Mojave Wasteland?
We've made significant progress in security and establishing a stable government. We've brought law and order to areas that were once lawless, and we've helped to rebuild infrastructure that was destroyed during the war.
That's impressive, but I'm sure there are still challenges ahead. What kind of future do you see for the NCR and the Mojave Wasteland?
I see a bright future for both the NCR and the Mojave Wasteland.
Your last rodeo.
Of course, there will always be.
Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. Camp Searchlight is a former NCR military installation that was recently hit with a radioactive waste spill. It's now overrun with feral ghouls and other dangerous creatures.
That sounds pretty intense. Have you ever been there?
I have, and I can tell you that it's not a place for the faint of heart.
Well, that's exactly why I may be interested in checking it out. Do you think it would be possible for me to accompany a group of NCR soldiers on a mission to Camp Searchlight?
I'm afraid I can't authorize that, Joe. Camp Searchlight is too dangerous for civilians to be wandering around. It's strictly off limits to non-military personnel.
I understand your concerns, General, but I think it would be a great opportunity for me to see firsthand the dangers of
Iguana on a stick.
Mojave Wasteland. Can I at least hear your explanation of what happened?
Okay, here goes. The short and simple story is that Legion spies infiltrated the base. To take us out, they scouted spent nuclear rods, eventually releasing them and effectively destroying our base.
That's an interesting story. I'm still planning on a possible future investigation, but we'll see in the future. Another question, if you may. Now, the second battle of Hoover Dam may be something that could happen in the future, just between you and me, but what is the general idea of your plans for defense?
The general plan is to fortify the dam with artillery and troops and establish a perimeter around it. We have a significant military presence in the area and will be ready to repel any attack. Then, I will launch a completely unexpected attack which has no chances of failing by gathering my troops for a full-on assault towards the dam. I don't see what could go wrong.
That doesn't seem like the most airtight plan. What if the Legion launches counterattacks? Also, what kind of attacks do you anticipate?
While Legion counterattacks and flanks may be possible, our intel is excellent and completely flawless enough that we can determine they have no other tricks up their sleeves. We anticipate a frontal attack from the Legion. If it is possible, the dam will be in vain.
That sounds like a serious threat. Do you think the NCR can handle it?
We have the best trained troops in the wasteland. We have the resources and firepower to defend the dam. We're confident that we can repel the attack and protect the citizens of the NCR.
It sounds like the NCR is a good to your own words with you as its military leader. I'm still kind of worried, though. You didn't hear from me, though. General Oliver, I've heard about your rival, Legate Lanius, who leads the Legion's military forces. Can you tell us more about him and what makes him such a formidable opponent?
Lanius is a brutal and ruthless warrior, feared by many in the wasteland. He's known for his military prowess and his ability to inspire his troops to fight to the death. He's a polar opposite of me. We have very different views of how to protect our people.
What do you think are the strengths and weaknesses of his tactics?
Lanius' strength lies in his ability to inspire his troops to fight fiercely, even in the face of overwhelming odds. He's also a master of strategy and tactics, able to anticipate his enemy's moves and outmaneuver them. However, his weakness is that he's often too focused on conquest and domination, and doesn't always consider the long-term consequences of his actions.
Alright.
That's interesting. Have you ever faced him in battle?
No, I haven't yet. But I'm confident enough he isn't as tough and scary as he sounds. After all, I am the Chad and he is the Soy Jack. I have faith in my troops and our strategy, and I believe...
I am the Chad and he is the Soy Jack.
Interesting way to put it. Well, it sounds like you're ready for whatever comes your way. Thanks again for joining us today, General Oliver.
Thank you, Joe. It was a pleasure to be here.
Spray!
Tired of living in a world filled with chaos and danger? You long for a safe and secure future? Look no further than the Brotherhood of Steel. cutting-edge technology. But we're more than just a military organization. We're a family. We value loyalty, honor, and a commitment to the greater good, and we welcome anyone who shares those values to join our ranks, whether you're a skilled
We don't want
warrior,
that.
a talented engineer, or
Legion
just someone who
Denarius?
wants to make a difference. There's a place for you in the Brotherhood of Steel. So if you're ready to fight for a better future and protect the wasteland from those who would destroy it, come join the Brotherhood of Steel. Remember the Brotherhood of Steel for a safer tomorrow. And I know, I probably shouldn't have accepted this sponsorship offer, but they paid up front and in caps. 15,000 caps to be specific. Sure, I could have just pocketed the money and burned their letter with this offer, but the Brotherhood of Steel is just so fucking cool. I'm not even fully talking about their power armor, which, don't get me wrong, is so dope. But even the way they carry themselves and act like they're knights of the round table, it's so sick. About them is just so dope. And I know I'm going to catch some heat from the NCR's propaganda public relations office for saying this. I just can't resist. The viewers and listeners watch and listen to my show because I say it like bullshit. Just pure, unaltered opinion. And some of you tell me what I have to say. It's fine. Hell, some of you may even have had friends or family who served or maybe even died during the NCR and Brotherhood of Steel War. The Brotherhood is undeniably cool. Everything from the power armor to their laser and plasma weaponry, the way that they treat themselves like knights of the round table, technology that they amass.
Got
It's all
him.
very cool. And you know what? I've got a small batch of some special vault-grown wild wasteland kush on me right now that I'm going to spark up in honor of the Brotherhood of Steel. Cheers, everyone, and thank you to the Brotherhood of Steel for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. And a quick message to NCR PR. When I'm on air, you don't get to blow up my Pip-Boy or Jamie's Pip-Boy with messages like, "What are you doing? Stop this right now." And if you don't cut your broadcast, we'll shut you down. And my favorite of all the messages you guys sent, we're sending an NCR tactical unit to shut down your podcast right now. You had your chance. Hope you enjoyed your 15 minutes of fame with the NCR. Like, I'd like to see you come down here and try to shut us down. This is the Joe Rogan Experience, the new California Republic's #1 podcast. And we ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. So walk that tactical squad back to headquarters. Before me, Jamie, Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, and Ari Shafir start loading up our modified laser assault energy rifles. Me and the JRE crew don't play games. Karen. Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, folks. Today we've got a special guest with us, Nobark Noonan, a self-proclaimed scientist and conspiracy theorist from Novak. Nobark, how are you doing today?
Well, Joe, I'm doing just fine despite Rad Scorpion Pearsons. Thank you for having me on your show. You know, I've been following your podcast for a while now, and I've got to say...
This is an advanced model robot with a reinforced frame. It is well weathered and it appears to seem a good bit of action. There is very little in the way of serious damage.
People just don't know about. For instance, did you know that there are ghost commies at the Repton facility?
What? Are you serious?
Dead serious, Joe. They want to fly to the moon, paint the moon pink, and draw a Lenin face on it. Not only that, you know that there's a secret government base on the moon? They've been up there for years, conducting all sorts of experiments and building all sorts of crazy stuff. And it's not just the moon. They've got secret bases all over the place. They're trying to fight the commies.
That's insane. How do you know all of this?
Well, Joe, I've been doing my research. I've got sources all over the place, people who have seen things that they weren't supposed to see. And let me tell you, once you start digging, you start finding all sorts of crazy stuff.
I can only imagine. So, what's the end game here? What are they trying to accomplish?
It's all about control, Joe. They want to control the moon and spread their commie message. They'll stop at nothing to achieve their goals. They're using all sorts of advanced technology that we don't even know about yet. And they're manipulating us in ways that we can't even imagine.
That's some heavy stuff, Nobark. It's definitely something to think about. Now, my other question is, there's rumors that cows have been dying left and right near Novak. You know anything about that?
Some folks say it's the commies testing out some kind of new weapon, while others think it's some kind of alien activity.
Alien activity? What makes you say that?
Well, Joe, it's not just the cows. There have been strange lights
specifically?
Well, Joe, there are a lot of theories about why the aliens might be interested in cows. Some say it's because of their DNA, while others think it's because cows are a major source of food for humans. But one thing's for sure, the aliens are up to something, and we need to be prepared.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. No, Bark. Let me ask you something. You think there might be some sort of practical explanation for the cow deaths, raiders, super mutants, or something like that?
Well, Joe, it's possible, but I think there's more to it than just that. We've had raiders and super mutants around here for years, and they've never targeted cows like this before. And besides, the cattle are being killed in strange ways, with no visible signs of trauma or injury.
That's definitely odd. So you're saying it's more likely that the commies or aliens are involved?
Absolutely, Joe. It's just another piece of the puzzle. The commies and the aliens are always up to something, but we need to be vigilant if we want to protect ourselves and our communities.
I hear you, man. It's definitely something to keep in mind. All right, let's move on. Before the show, you talked to me about the NCR conspiracy. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah, Joe. The NCR is a shady organization that's been gaining power in the wasteland. They claim to be working towards a better future for all, but in reality, they're just trying to consolidate power and control everyone and everything.
That sounds like a classic conspiracy theory. What evidence do you have to support this claim?
Well, Joe, I've been doing some digging. I found out that the NCR has been involved in some pretty sketchy dealings. They've been making backroom deals with the Enclave and other powerful factions, and they've been suppressing information that could be damaging to their image.
Wow! So you're saying the Enclave is still alive and functioning? Interesting.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's going to hell.
Who are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
I'm a courier with the Mojave Express.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
That's definitely unusual. Why do you think that is?
I lost a package I was supposed to deliver.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order, you can show me.
What can you tell me about this job?
Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
What was so strange about it?
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I had from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive.
He canceled. Cowboy robot. You mean like the one over there?
Nope. Different fella. Bigger. Had himself a face on a screen. And he talked more like you or me.
Well, some men stole my package. A man in a checkered suit and some thugs. Did they pass through here?
A few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them great con misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of those men shot me, and I need to know the best way to get to him.
Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beaver. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
Goop. I'd like to ask you about something else.
Anywhere better to be.
You got anything for sale?
Sure, have a look.
Well said, Nobot. All right, folks. That's all the time we have. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Thanks for listening to my crew.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
How are you, Wastelanders? It's your host, Joe Rogan, beaming straight out of the Mojave, thanks to the generous sponsorship of the Ultralux Casino. Yes, you heard that right, the Ultralux Casino. If you've ever dreamt of a chance to enjoy a swanky cocktail with the upper crust of the Mojave, or if you just want to sit back and enjoy the melodies of the Rat Pack on a real pre-war record player, well, dream no more. The Ultralux Casino is your destination. Now I know what you're thinking. Joe, I can barely keep myself from being Deathclaw lunch. How am I supposed to enjoy the luxury of the Ultralux Casino? But folks, that's the magic of it all. The Ultralux Casino isn't just a casino, it's a lifestyle. It's about shaking off the dust of the wasteland and stepping into a world of glitz, glamour, and a healthy dose of debauchery. Try your luck at the blackjack table, throw some dice at the craps pit, or just spin the roulette wheel and pray to whatever god you believe in. And don't forget the slot machines, folks.
Thanks.
And walk away with enough caps to buy your own piece of the Mojave. But hey, the Ultralux Casino is more than just games. They also have a world-class restaurant with some absolutely tasty food. I can personally vouch for it as the best meat I've ever had in my life. The only complaint I have...
Hey, youngster.
Plus, the in-house bar serves the coldest sunset sarsaparilla in all of New Vegas. How they managed to get it that cold in the middle of the desert, I have no idea. I suspect it involves a Securitron, some duct tape, and a few gallons of liquid nitrogen, but that's just a hunch. A big salute to the Ultralux.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Sponsor of the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember, folks, what happens in the Ultralux stays in the Ultralux, unless you get caught counting cards, in which case you'll be making a rather dramatic exit.
Finding
from
comic
casino
books?
security. Don't say I didn't warn you. Shame on you for trying to make the casino lose money. Hey, JD, pull up the holotape of that guy getting tossed out last week, would you? No, we're still live? I really have to stop forgetting about that. Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience, folks. Today we have a special guest on the show, President Aaron Kimball, the leader of the new California Republic, currently occupying the Mojave Wasteland. Mr. President, it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, Joe. It's great to be here.
So, let's jump right into it. The new California Republic has a long and storied history. And can you tell us a little bit about the founding of your nation?
Absolutely. Before the NCR, there existed Shady Sands. The town was rife with conflict, with constant problems from rats, scorpions, and raiders alike. That was until the Vault Dweller stepped in. He single-handedly saved the town, and we still praise him as a hero today. Afterward, the new California Republic was founded in 2186 by Aradesh, who is also our first president. Our primary goal is to create a stable democratic society that could thrive in the post-apocalyptic world.
That's really interesting. The Vault Dweller is something Marcus, another guest on the show, has mentioned. So, how is the NCR
Yeehaw.
over the years?
Well, we've faced a lot of challenges over the years, but I like to think we've come out stronger on the other side. Our population has grown significantly, and we've expanded our borders to include much of California and parts of Nevada. One of our biggest challenges is dealing with the various groups that exist within our borders where we're currently occupied. Those damn raiders. Some may call my but Bitter Springs is just and there are still threats.
Molerat putting in work.
That's a really bold take about Bitter Springs. Speaking of the Mojave Wasteland, what can you tell us about the situation there? I've heard rumors of a conflict between the NCR and a group called the Legion.
Yes, the Legion is a formidable enemy. Dedicated to the destruction of our republic.
That sounds like a tough fight. How do you plan to defeat your legion? Well, it sounds like you have your work cut out for you. Another question, if you may. Many people have accused you of being corrupt and serving the will of the Brahmin barons. What do you say to these valid accusations?
I'm sorry, but those accusations are completely baseless. The NCR is a democracy, and I serve the will of the people, not some wealthy elite. The Brahmin barons have no special influence over our government or our policies.
Okay, but there have been reports of corruption within the NCR government, including allegations that some officials have accepted bribes from the Brahmin barons in exchange for favorable treatment. How do you respond to those claims?
Those claims are simply untrue. We have a strict code of conduct within the NCR government, and anyone found to be engaging in corrupt activities will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. These allegations are nothing more than baseless rumors spread by our enemies.
All right, fair enough. Let's move on. The NCR is often seen as a beacon of hope in the post-apocalyptic world. There's a purpose in democracy and freedom, but there are also those who criticize your government's expansionist policies. What do you say to those critics?
Well, I would say that our expansionist policies are necessary. We need to secure territories and resources in order to support our growing population and ensure our long-term stability. Of course, we always try to expand peacefully through diplomatic means, but sometimes force is necessary to protect our interests.
Many people are curious about your relationship with Robert House, the founder of New Vegas. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Mr. House is an interesting figure. He's a brilliant man with a lot of ideas about how to improve the Mojave wasteland. While we don't always see eye to eye on everything,
All right, let's get some sunset sarsaparilla.
That's a diplomatic answer. But what do you really think of Mr. House and his plans for New Vegas?
I suppose I should be careful what I say, since Mr. House is a powerful figure in the Mojave. But I will say this. While I respect his intelligence and his vision for the future, I have concerns about his methods.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
You must be Deputy Beagle.
Why, yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free.
I hear you may have information on some cons that came through here with a guy in a checkered suit.
Indeed I do, good sir. I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity.
Well, let me say that I take those...
Or I'll set you free now.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here.
If you try to run away instead of fighting at my side, I'll get you myself.
Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way.
I can understand that, but some people might argue that these mistakes are indicative of larger problems within the NCR government. They might say that you're stretched too thin, or that you're not able to effectively govern such a large territory.
Gotta save constantly, because this game is a glitchy mess.
Those criticisms are unfounded. We have a robust system of governance in place, with checks and balances to ensure that power is not abused. And while there are certainly challenges associated with governing such a large territory, we have a dedicated and skilled workforce that is up to the task.
Before we go, I have one more question for you, Mr. President. What are your thoughts on the Brotherhood of Steel? There have been reports of clashes between NCR troops and the Brotherhood in the past, and some people see them as a potential threat to the security of the region.
The Brotherhood of Steel is an interesting group, to say the least. They have a unique perspective on That being said, we recognize that the Brotherhood can be a valuable ally in the fight against the Legion and other threats to the region. We are open to dialogue with them and are willing to work with them if it benefits the people of the Mojave.
That's a reasonable approach. Well, Mr. President, thank you again for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, sir. The pleasure was all mine.
Dynamite.
you tired of the same old casinos with their stuffy atmosphere and boring games? Then it's time to hit up the Atomic Wrangler, where the party never stops. At the Atomic Wrangler, we've got everything you need to have a good time. From our wide selection of hookers and slot machines and table games to our legendary live entertainment. And with our friendly whores, I mean staff, and our unbeatable prices, you won't find a better place to let loose and blow off some steam. But the Atomic Wrangler is more than just a casino. We're also your one-stop shop for all your needs in Freeside. From our full-service bar to our
I turned off the compass marker so I can't tell where the enemies are.
location right on the strip. You'll be in the heart of the action in no time. So, what are you waiting for? Come on down to the
Good work, Beagle.
where the fun never stops. Thanks to all you sponsoring the Joe Rogan podcast. And can someone please tell Destiny that I've sent her a payment via the Mojave Express?
Your last
One of the couriers
rodeo.
picked it up and is on their way to deliver it to her right now. I think it's 6. And will someone also tell Destiny to stop threatening me? She keeps saying she's going to tell my wife about what we did, and honestly, I really don't need that right now.
Yeehaw.
Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience, folks. Today I have a very special guest joining me, Marcus.
For policy reasons, I must emphasize this is not the real Joe Rogan. Although I'm pretty sure that's obvious.
Yeah, you heard that right. Super mutant. Marcus, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. So, Marcus, can you tell us a bit about your backstory? How did you become a super mutant?
It's an absolute pleasure to be on the show, Joe. Well, I used to be part of a vault, Vault 17. The same one that Lily Bowen, a night king, happens to be. I was exposed to FEV, the forced evolutionary virus, and that's what turned me into a super mutant.
You wow, that's intense. And what was it like being a super mutant?
A lot of people are scared.
Sometimes you get got.
Rightfully so. I served with the Master for a long time. I eventually found my way to the town of Broken Hills, where I made a new life for myself.
And I know you've had some experience with the Master. What was it like dealing with him?
Yeah, the Master was really peaceful. He was trying to create a new race of superheroes in an attempt to elevate humans to a new level.
This is most unusual. The powder gangers have visitors today. I guess there's a first for everything. Now those tough-looking fellows must be great cons. I recognize those funny helmets and leather vests from stories I've heard. So what are they doing with that dapper gentleman who wears a checked suit? I wouldn't mind a suit like that. They're talking about heading south toward Nipton, then west to Novak where they'll meet up with someone. I guess I could track them if I needed to, but the town of Prim needs me here to serve and protect. Oh my, I think I've been spotted.
Conflicting beliefs. So after the Master and his army were defeated, what did you do next?
Well, I stuck around in the wasteland for a while longer, trying to help out where I could. I eventually ended up settling in the town of Jacobstown, which was founded by a group of super mutants like myself. It's a place where mutants and humans can live together peacefully, and I'm proud to be the mayor of that town.
That's really cool, Marcus. It's amazing how you've been able to make a positive impact on the wasteland despite all the challenges you faced as a super mutant. Can you tell us a bit more about Jacobstown? What's life like there?
Sure, John. Jacobstown is a small town nestled in the mountains of the Mojave Wasteland. There's a mix of humans, super mutants, and other creatures living there, and we all get along pretty well. We've got a doctor who's working on finding a cure for the
I wonder why it keeps
always looking for ways to improve our community.
That's really impressive, Marcus. It sounds like you've built something truly special. And I have to say, it's great to see mutants and even some humans living together in harmony. We could all learn a thing or two from you guys. You mentioned earlier that you had some experience with the Vault Dweller. What was your relationship like with him, and how did you ultimately defeat the Master?
Yeah, the Vault Dweller is an incredible person. Over time, I developed a respect for him, as he fought against the Master and his army of mutants. As for how he defeated
Hey, Mimikyu, what's up?
pretty ingenious plan. He found the Master himself in the cathedral, and he destroyed it. Without the
Finally got around to doing this passion project.
Dweller later destroyed, the super mutants
Remastering the, I actually did this before. I'm remastering
It
it.
sounds like the Vault Dweller was a true hero.
I'm not gonna go for 12 hours straight though.
Meeting the master. I heard he went on to found a tribe in a place called Arroyo.
Yeah, that's right. After defeating the master, the Vault decided to travel northward and explore the rest of the wasteland. Eventually, he
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mimikyu. YouTube's on some, I don't know, the viewership is just down in general. I have 16 current viewers right now, but only 27 views, and that seems odd. Alright, alright. She'll recover. Got her the stuff that she needs.
The Chosen One was actually the grandchild of the Vault Dweller, and he was born and raised in Arroyo. When the Vault Dweller passed away, the tribe entered a decline, and the Chosen One was tasked with finding a Garden of Eden creation kit, or GET, which was supposed to contain the tools needed to rebuild the wasteland.
Wow, that's pretty intense. So why did the Chosen One have to leave Arroyo to find the Gek? And how did you end up meeting him?
The Chosen One had to leave Arroyo because the tribe was facing a drought, and they needed the jet to create a sustainable source of water. As for how I met him, well, let's just say we crossed paths while he was on his quest. We had some common problems, so we teamed up to take them down together.
That's really cool, Marcus. It's amazing how interconnected all these stories are. And it's fascinating to see how the actions of one person can have such a big impact on the world. You say that you crossed paths.
Hey there.
How did you help the Vault
This
Dweller,
could have
and
been
what
a
did you
real
go on to
mint
do?
hot rod back in the day. Fixed up good man shining in the first bottle cap.
We were both trying to take down the climbers, so we teamed up.
Hey, youngster. Still hanging about Prim, huh?
Your deputy died in Bison Steve.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to find us a new lawman. I suggest talking to those NCR troopers across the bridge. I also overheard the Potter gangsters talking about some ex-sheriff on lockdown there.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go talk to,
Yeah, that's what No Bark Noonan thinks. And so now you are here in Jacobstown. It's amazing to see how all these stories are interconnected and how the actions of one person can have such a big impact on the world. Thanks for sharing your experiences with us today, Mark.
Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out with the algorithm, especially now that YouTube is being all, like, weird. The last time I did, like, a more poorly produced version of this,
Let me tell you about
I got like 400 views,
Have
so
you ever found yourself wandering the wasteland, parched,
oh,
desperate
going
for a
through it
drink?
for like a month
Well,
now.
worry no more because our sponsor has the solution. Introducing Sunset Sarsaparilla, the official beverage of the Mojave Wasteland. It's the perfect combination of sweetness and carbonation that will quench your thirst and
Is
give you the
survival
energy you
on?
need to keep trekking through
It
this
is.
unforgiving landscape. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, is Sunset Sarsaparilla safe to drink? I don't want to end up with radiation poisoning. Well, let me tell you, Sunset Sarsaparilla
Shoot.
has been
Oh, sorry. Too soon?
In fact, it's so good, you'll forget you're even in a post-apocalyptic.
Are you sure you're alright? You look like something's bothering you.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just
stopped production since the Great War. The answer is no. The
Just what?
you got bonked pretty hard there, Chief. You're not remembering some things from before. I was worried you don't remember your bodyguard, you know? Maybe you lost a step or two.
Next time you're out scavenging for supplies, be sure to grab a cold and refreshing bottle of Sunset Sarsaparilla. And don't forget to tune in to our show for more exciting adventures in the Mojave Wasteland. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
To tell you the truth, there's a lot that I can't recall for what happened before I was shot.
Right, no, right, that makes sense. I'm just glad you're upright and you still got a working gun hand. It's okay. don't remember our adventures. Really, it is. Maybe they'll come back, you know? But I've been glad to have you back, man.
Hey, it's alright. I'll remember more in time, and when I can't, you can help me fill in the blanks.
Yeah, I could do that. Thanks. I feel a little better now. I guess we should get moving, huh?
Set up camp.
Hey? Sure can. About time, too. I'm beat.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider out here. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes.
Oh, I hope she gets better soon, Mimikyu.
Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
I'm sorry to hear that, Raoul. That's a terrible tragedy. It sounds like
Why were you following me?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
What's so special about these caps?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Part of the reason I do this, Mimikyu, is to build a community so we can support each other. You're welcome to join the Discord too. Like, I have a whole bunch of links. I'm not sure like where else you interact or like what other platforms you use, Mimikyu, but we accept you, one of us.
Now, at some point in your life, you must have passed through Arizona to get here.
So where can I find more of these caps?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus edition, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
That sounds like a challenging environment to live in.
You mentioned someone named Festus. Who's that?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands.
Alright. Talking to you in character. Alright, maybe. I was just throwing it out there.
That'll make him pretty damn old. But I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
So what kind of treasure are we talking about here?
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
So you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Thanks for the info, but I'll be going now.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already. That's really unfortunate. It seems like they're missing out on the potential contributions that ghouls and other non-humans could make to society.
DeviantArt. I've been on there a few times, but I don't have an account. Pause.
Hey?
I'd like to teach you a skill.
Like what?
Let's work on your aim.
Sure.
Those sarsaparilla bottles don't stand a chance. Molerat is now likely to score a critical hit when using guns. Alright. Oh. If you can find a way to get on Discord, we can gas those up in the what is it called? The channel? The server. Yeah, I'm brand new to Discord, so I'm not really integrated with the vernacular yet. Alright, so before I get yapping, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and maybe find something to stuff in my face so I'm not so hungry. And a smoke break. It'll be like 2.5 minutes. I'll leave on this the AI Joe Rogan podcast for entertainment. So I'll be right back. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps out in these trying times that the YouTube algorithm has put some creators in where, I don't know, I guess we're not registering certain views or something because of ad blockers, I don't know. But yeah, hit the like button. It helps out. Spread the autism awareness. Stay away from that red 40, and I'll be right back.
That's why I want to tell you about a product that can help you stay healthy and strong. Introducing the Mojave Survival Kit. This kit comes with everything you need to survive in the wasteland, including a water filtration system, a durable backpack, a first aid kit, and more. With the Mojave Survival Kit, you can hike through the desert without worrying about dehydration, build a shelter to protect yourself from the elements, and even defend yourself from raiders and creatures with the included survival knife. So don't wait any longer. Order your Mojave Survival Kit from your local caravan or outpost today, and make sure you have the tools you need to survive in this harsh and unforgiving world. Hey there, listeners of the Joe Rogan Experience. This one's coming straight from the scorched belly of the Mojave Wasteland. Have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, you need a change in pace from that dreary scavenging life? Do you enjoy the thrill of bartering with rad scorpions and the challenge of haggling with ghoul merchants? Then, folks, have I got a job for you. The Happy Trails Caravan Company is recruiting. Yes, the one and only legendary caravan that's outlasted the nuclear fallout and still, mostly, outpaces the competition. As part of their dynamic trading team, you'll enjoy all the thrills of the wasteland without the hassle of fending off white legs. Well, most of the time. Your trusty Brahmin and your wagon will be your home on wheels, carrying all the essentials from wasteland water to sunset sarsaparilla. Imagine it, cruising under the scorching Mojave sun, sipping on that ice-cold sarsaparilla, while your radio plays the smooth tunes of Mr. Newvegas. Ah, ain't that a slice of heaven? But remember, folks, being a part of the Happy Trails Caravan isn't just about earning those shiny caps you need for Fisto. It's about bringing communities together, supplying folks with that rare Mojave Survival Kit they need to brave the next rad storm or that sweet Atomic Wranglers limited edition deck of cards they've been searching for. It's about connecting the Brotherhood of Steel with the NCR military, the Tops Casino with the Atomic Wrangler, in a dance of trade that makes the wasteland spin. And hey, before you scoff, remember this. In the wasteland, traders are the real heroes. After all, who do you think brings you the stimpaks for your spear wounds? Now that I say it, people should stop trying to sell the Legion drugs. So sign up with the Happy Trails Caravan Company today. Live a life of adventure, meet fascinating people, and probably get robbed by them. And if you act now, they're throwing in a free box of Sunset Sarsaparilla, the Wasteland's favorite drink, with a surprise star cap and some boxes. Big thanks to the Happy Trails Caravan Company for sponsoring The Joe Rogan Experience, the only podcast that dares to broadcast from an undisclosed bunker location in the Mojave Wasteland? What? No, Jamie, I'm not going to tell them where we are. Yes, I know it would be good for ratings, but it'd also be good for getting us blown up. Sheesh, the things you have to put up with. Hey, are we still on air? Shit. Hey there, Wastelanders. It's your intrepid guide to the apocalypse, Joe Rogan, coming to you live from the Mojave. We're mixing it up today with a shout out to our main sponsor, the one, the only, the Kings. Located in Freeside, just a hop, skip, and a jump over a pack of feral ghouls from the Newvegas Strip, the Kings are where it's at. It's not just a cult and a bunch of lookalikes, folks. It's now a veritable oasis of entertainment and recruitment in this sun-scorched hellhole we all call home. So what can you expect at the Kings? Well, first off, there is a stage with one singer on it if you manage to get past that asshole pacer. If you're lucky enough to get to the stage, you can find the king and promptly take his dog. Optionally, you can also do some favors for him, including figuring out why the NCR likes to massacre civilians. But let's not forget the king's crowning glory, its favors. For those of you committed to the king, this is for you. Swap your diplomatic talks in exchange for favors, including caps, creating peace, or best of all, a counterfeit passport. All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks to the Kings for sponsoring the Joe Rogan Experience. Remember, folks, life in the wasteland is tough, but it's always a party at the Kings. Now, Jamie, where's that psycho we had here earlier? We need to make sure we have enough drugs for the next... All right, folks, it's time for another quick break, and this time I want to talk to you about a company that's been a mainstay in the Mojave Wasteland for years. I'm talking about the Crimson Caravan, the premier trading company in the region. Now, you might be thinking, Joe, why are you talking about a caravan company? What's so special about that? Well, let me tell you, folks. The Crimson Caravan is more than just a group of traders. They're a network of skilled merchants who are dedicated to bringing goods and supplies to every corner of the Mojave. Whether you're a traveler in need of supplies, a settlement in need of provisions, or a business owner looking to expand your inventory, the Crimson Caravan has you covered. They've got a huge selection of weapons, armor, food, and other essentials, all at competitive prices. And the best part is they're always looking for new business partners. So if you're a local vendor or a business owner looking to expand your market, the Crimson Caravan is the perfect partner for you. They'll help you get your goods to new customers, and they'll even offer you special discounts on their own products. So whether you're a customer or a business owner, the Crimson Caravan is the company you want to do business with in the Mojave Wasteland. Check out your local headquarters, or stop by one of their trading posts today.
All right.
Tell them Joe Rogan sent you. While we wait for our next guest, we're going to take a quick break from the conversation to talk about one of our sponsors. And this one is really special because it's a product that's exclusive to Mojave Wasteland. I'm talking about wasteland water, the purest and most refreshing water you can find out here in the desert. Now, I know what you're thinking. Joe, how can water be special? It's just water. But let me tell you, folks, out here in the wasteland, finding clean and safe drinking water can be a real challenge. That's where wasteland water comes in. They use state-of-the-art filtration technology to purify every drop of water they collect, so you can be sure that you're drinking something that's not going to make you sick. And let me tell you, folks, this water tastes amazing.
Don't freeze.
It's crisp and refreshing, and it'll
Oh, wow. Here we are. Oh, piece of crap.
I'm Joe Rogan, and I'm here in the Mojave Wasteland where the sun is scorching and the sand is blowing. Now, I know you're all out there surviving in this harsh and unforgiving environment, and that's why I want to tell you about a product that can help you stay healthy and strong. Introducing the Mojave Survival Kit. This kit comes with everything you need to survive in the wasteland, including a water filtration system, a durable backpack, a first aid kit, and more. With the Mojave Survival Kit, you can hike through the desert without worrying about dehydration, build a shelter to protect yourself from the elements, and even defend yourself from raiders and creatures with the included survival kit. So don't wait any longer. Order your Mojave Survival Kit from your local caravan or outpost today, and make sure you have the tools you need to survive in this harsh and unforgiving
I wish I had the time to play test this. Because I remember the first time I got all that time to play test it, and I got it to run for like 12 hours straight.
Get to hear interesting views from all areas of life. Thanks for being on this show.
That was before I realized that YouTube cuts off at like 11:55. Alright, I'm so sick of listening to that particular, because that's the first one in the lineup, is the one with Father Elijah. And is it supposed to be this dark? Because I prefer being able to see. I'm getting a bit older, so I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Ah! This way. Can't see anything. This sucks. Jalapeno. 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 It's already lost its meaning. Let's go. Yeehaw.
So what are we gonna do after all this? Back to delivering packages?
Any lawman who comes after me won't have it easy.
Yeah. Caps to get in though.
Never gets old when something blows up.
get the Black Mountain Radio here.
Look at you, walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is powder ganger territory?
And what is this place?
This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here, just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory.
Can I go in?
Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me.
Never mind.
Quit wasting my time.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
Something for you. Watch out! Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story?
Who's in charge of the powder gangers?
Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite, so they call the shots.
And why are you still here?
I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now.
And what did you do before you ended up incarcerated?
I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me.
How would you feel about becoming Prim's new sheriff?
Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it better. I also need to be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place. Sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison.
You have a deal.
Alright then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye party or anything.
Get up. Come on, Molerat. Oh shit. Good work, Molerat. We're definitely not going with. I could go with heave ho because that'd be great for the dynamite. You know, I gotta do a lore check and see if cigarettes would have been around during Paulson's initial run on Earth. I haven't had him smoke yet for that reason. Oh, bro. That shotgun I gave him. He got that shotty. Pop. Oh, these powder gangers are everywhere. I need to be more careful. gotta go with the 10 mil. Got so much ammo for it though. We'll be okay. Please don't tell me he has a concussion. Okay, it's his arm. Get some water. Keep your eyes open for powder gangers. I need to use the dynamite. I keep forgetting I have it. And I'm skilled in it. Oh. That would have been bad. He's doing too good. Ready, Molerat? Let's go. Oh wow, I got. Arm being crippled. I wish I could. Yeah. Got him. Potato. It's actually a decent place to make your base. Or like a, you know, a safe house. Oh no. You have become addicted to a drug. Take more of the drug to alleviate the side effects or visit a doctor to be cured. It's his first time and he's already addicted. All right. I'm already suffering from hydro withdrawal. Great. What is hydro withdrawal? -3 endurance. That's terrible. That's bad. Whose luck keeps rolling? I can hardly believe my luck. Literally. Just now, I was approached by a rather intense young man calling himself Mr. Fox. Yeah, right. When we were alone in my office, he let it be known that he's a member of Caesar's Legion. Ah! He knew that the NCR troops and powder gangers often spent time in Nipton. It turns out that the Legion hates and wishes to make an example of both groups. The NCR, for obvious reasons, and the powder gangers for harassing Legion raiding parties on this side of the river. I didn't have to think a moment about Mr. Fox's proposition before accepting it. All I have to do is convince the powder gangers to kidnap the NCR troops at night when both groups are in town, and the Legion boys will scoop everyone up. Ha! For this simple task, I will be offered 8,000 caps. I could almost go back to the NCR right away, but who knows how much else I can make off this Legion lackey. I'm going to start stockpiling some supplies in a safe house between here and the Mojave outpost, just in case I decide to head back home in a hurry. Very exciting. Signed with a steady hand on the keyboard, Super Mayor Joseph B. Stein. Got him.
NCR. Running around like a clean boy there is making us big about me. We just want to take their land. Show them what it's like.
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
What is this place?
Outpost. Mojave Outpost. Watching a lot of nothing feels like a big prominent den for caravans. They've been stopped for a while, waiting for the roads north to clear, or the clearance papers to go through. Looks like you walked away, so if you need to shake the dust off, head to the barracks at the bars there. Not much, but better than nothing.
I'll be going now.
Watch yourself.
New face in the outpost. Must have come from the north. So, what do you have?
What do you have to trade?
Take a look. Fine then.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for nuclear winter.
It's gonna crash, isn't it? Come on. Alright, let me close it then so I can get it to. Can it? Alright, let's try that again.
Hello.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
Courier.
Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
I'd like to talk to you about Prim.
Prim? Hayes units are stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
One of the convicts from NCRF is looking for a pardon so he can protect Prim.
One of the powder gangers? They've been nothing but trouble for us. Why would we want one of them anywhere in an official capacity?
Never mind, I'll be
Bye.
leaving now. I think I got a magazine or something. Or booze.
Back again, One of the
His sentence was almost up, and he isn't tied to the powder gangers.
Alright. If his sentence was closing up, I can see about getting him pardoned. Prim is important to our trade up from California, so having someone there who owes us a favor, that couldn't hurt. Goodbye.
We won't go quiet. The Legion can count on that.
I'm going the wrong way. He should be right here. There he is.
Thanks for getting me that pardon. Me and the boys will take good care of Prim. Don't you worry.
Goodbye.
Watch yourself out there.
Stealth mode.
Got him.
Oof, I'm sweating like a ghoul in a bandit camp.
Did you see that? That crazy bitch just attacked me out of nowhere.
Yo. Did you know her?
Not for long. I met her on the road a few days ago, and we've been traveling together since. I'd actually been flirting a little when she suddenly pulled a gun out and began yelling at me to hand my caps over. Now that I think of it, though, she laughed when I threw her my money. I think what she really wanted was my Lucky Charm necklace.
Lucky Charm necklace.
Yeah, every once in a while you can find a cap with a blue star on it. They're pretty rare, so I started collecting them. Once I had enough, I made a necklace out of them. I thought they were lucky.
Yeah, be more be more careful in the future.
I will. That's the last time I pick up a straggler on the road, believe me.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
Are you a powder ganger?
Powder ganger? What? I mean, yeah, used to be, sure. But not no more. Powder gang is small time, man. I'm a winner! I won the motherfucking lottery!
I need to get going.
Bye.
fucking kidding me? First I get my leg smashed, and then in walks the Powder Ganger's Grim fucking Reaper. What the fuck have you got against us, man? Jesus fucking Christ. If you want me dead, just give me 15 medics and I'll fucking OD for you, okay? Fuck!
What happened to this town?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like?
Why are you still here?
I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live. But they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it?
I don't have any medics for you.
Bullshit. You're holding. You just want it all for yourself.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
All of your base belong to us.
Oh gosh, what happened?
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across.
What lessons did you teach here?
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
What exactly happened here?
Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself, the people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
You captured everyone.
Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. Then I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed.
Sounds like they got what was coming to them.
Yes, they did, as will all the rest of them, in due time. Now go, and teach them what you learned here. There will be more lessons in the days ahead.
Hey there, need anything?
I'd like to see your wares.
Sure, here's what I got.
Oh, okay.
Even. Something else you wanted?
Legions attacked Nipton, burned and blessed up everyone.
What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit, and your eyes are good.
Depends on the work.
I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from here on the roads. And while I can explain that away, smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find.
Already been there. Nipton was attacked by the Legion.
Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever.
If that's all you wanted, I'm done.
Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's gone to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
Hey?
Can you set up camp for the night?
Sure can. About time too. I'm beat. Yeah?
What about your family? I'm sure they didn't call you Molerat.
It's Winston. They call me Winston. Originally we're from New Reno, but Dad got a bee in his bonnet to move south and start a brownie farm. And Mom, of course, was thrilled. Never really got along before, my folks. The farm, smells, Mom hated it. They fought every day. Got to be she used me as an excuse to go see some guy in town. Trader from the hub. She was never gone too long. Then one day in the middle of the night, she left. Just a letter, saying she couldn't take it anymore. Didn't take long enough for Dad to lose it. I didn't realize how much she did to keep the farm running. Neither did my dad. That's about all I want to say about that.
What did the letter say?
That her spirit was fenced in like the Brahmin. That she outgrew the farm, outgrew us. But you know what they say, the rides are always greener on the other side.
I can't say I've ever heard anyone say that before.
You never heard that? Something my dad used to say. Folks go out thinking the grass will be greener on the other side, but most times it's the rides that are greener instead. Guess it was his way of saying that sometimes the best you like to find is back in your own backyard. Wish Mom had felt the same.
Did you ever try to find her?
Thought about it, especially when travels take us by the hub, but I always seem to lose my nerve. Cold feet or whatever. I don't know what I'd say if I did find her, but she's probably not even there anymore, right?
Whatever happened to your dad?
A while ago, the NCR put a bullet to him. Water poacher. Which, as you know, is just a mean way of saying we were dying of thirst. I was 10, and they plugged him like killing a feral ghoul. Called us water rats. I saw what they did to my dad. Something broke inside me. It's like my head filled with bees. I could hear this drum inside my chest. I had to get the heck out of there. I had to get the heck out of everywhere. So I just ran. I ran until I didn't recognize anything. What saved me was a group of runaways like myself. Gave me food, water, shelter, and a new life. Look, I really hope you're not planning to work with the NCR, but I'm with you, no matter what you decide to do. Good thing, Chief. I keep my wits about me.
I regret even making him camp here. I'm so sorry. If you have the ability to play this game and mod your game, I highly recommend the Molerat Companion. Very lore friendly, very well put together, voice acted, no AI. Come on, Molerat. Owie. Kick you in the nuts. Oh. Alright. So let's be intelligent and not go into the pit of death. Alright. Just an iguana. You wasted ammo, boy. Oh, it's a flamer. Come on, he's hitting you. You're still on fire. Ah, I'm on fire. Ow, I'm getting hit. Thanks, Molerat. I became kind of useless there. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. No, no, I'm not. I think we should go with Gunslinger.
Hey there, need anything?
Molerat. Yeah, he's right behind me.
I'm so surprised you're upright and breathing. Say, are you sure you're not a zombie or something?
There's a doctor in Novak, which will be nice. Oh no. No, don't you dare, you piece of shit. It froze. Please recover. It won't recover. It won't recover. Damn it. Damn this shit. Damn it to hell. It was useful that you happened by. Here, let me turn off the preview, because that's probably a huge contribution. Let's take a look at the things that could be. Let's end that. on, get back to the game. Pain in my ass. Alright, let's reboot it, I guess. Pain in my ass, dude. Unlock and then run again. As much as I love Fallout, I'm looking forward to the end of October. Hell, I can get Fallout 4 to run better than this. Alright, I'm going to take a quick smoke break before I crash out. So, I'll be right back. Alright. Do I have to get them again?
That monument? Is that what Death Claws were in the 4 times?
Oh, it's Victor.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
What are you doing out here in Novak?
Don't rightly know. Just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
This is too big to be a coincidence, robot. What's your angle?
Nah, don't go getting all paranoid, partner. That bullet your brain man probably just bucked your mom a little. We're all friends here.
Just stay out of my way, robot.
I'll let that slide, seeing as how you got a mind full of vengeance for that no-good polecat and all. Be seeing you.
Walk here.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
What is this place?
We're in a little desert oasis, name of Novak. This is the Dino Delight Motel, and it's mine.
I'd like to rent a room.
Well, I think that's a fine idea. I'll give you a good flat rate, and you can stay as long as you like. At least until the busy season comes. Sound good?
Here's 100 cats.
I'm glad you can stay with us. Your room will be the one upstairs, closest to the lobby side. Here's your key. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay better for you.
We haven't met yet.
Oh, what am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name. I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers.
I've been looking for a man in a checkered coat. Have you seen anyone like that?
Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seemed to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
And where can I get some supplies?
Go see Cliff Briscoe at the Dino Bite gift shop and tell him I sent you. I think he gets lonely standing around in that dino belly all day. He'll be glad for the company.
Goodbye.
Watch out for strangers.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
Jeannie Mary sent me.
Lester, seems like every traveler I get in here tells me the same thing. They see the sign and think, gift shop? That's just too good to be true. But Jeannie May always points them back in my direction. Well, a friend of Jeannie's is a friend of mine. My friends get a discount at my store.
What do you sell here?
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcom factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
What about supplies and guns? Do you sell those?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
I'd like to see what you got for sale.
Sure thing. Have a look. tune now.
What's going on, man?
Who are you?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you get a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's boom.
I'm looking for a man in a checkered coat.
Sure I know. What do you want with him?
I have a score to skittle.
Doesn't surprise me. Guy seemed like he'd do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Probably makes a lot of enemies. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too.
What do you need?
Novac? It's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They don't have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now.
And why don't you deal with it?
I would, but I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness.
What needs to be done?
Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about it.
It'd mean a lot to me. Yeah, see ya.
Hey there.
Alright, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm pretty tired. And I think that's a good stopping point. Yeah, feel free to hit me up on Twitch, on TikTok, on Kick, on Discord. I got all the links available. Hit the like button, subscribe. If it's feel free to clip things too, like that could help me out. If you see anything that looks really like it'd make a good short, feel free to clip it and I'll turn it into a short. Hell, it's not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll probably do some Fallout 4, and I'm looking based off of what I'm seeing with like just the way the algorithm and the viewer things going on YouTube. I might just do like a Fallout 4 permadeath tomorrow, like on Twitch and maybe Kick. So yeah, I'll make a post about that on YouTube and in Discord when I decide on what I'm gonna do there. But yeah, until next time, stay away from that red 40, and I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace out.